Hey guys, I hope you're hungry. Welcome back to War Stories here on the Full Incense channel. My name is Jericho. So, as I wander into Orbital Strike, that's about all you need to know about the Full Incense channel. So this is what we call a state of Full Incense. I do these roughly every 2 months or so. Every 10 War Stories or so, and there's 2 a week. So what we're going to do is I'm going to basically go over my channel schedule so that if you are new to the channel, you can kind of know what we're all about here at the Full Incense channel. So first things first, my name is Jericho. Full Incense is the name of the channel because the way I see my channel is it's like a network, right? And I have contributors and I have shows like you would on a TV network, all right? So my schedule is as follows. With few rare exceptions, I have one video every single day and it always matches this schedule. So on Mondays and Fridays, I do a full playthrough. It's called Full because Full Incense. And it's basically a Let's Play, a long-form Let's Play, where I just sit and record myself playing through all there is to see of a game. Basically what you would get from any other Let's Player, you know, just with my own, you know, kind of branding and commentary. But no big surprises here. Definitely my most, I guess, sort of generic or expected channel, which I know I'm not really selling myself, but yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, on Tuesdays and Thursdays I have something that's a little bit more unique to me. It's called War Stories, and this is an example of it right here. I goof around on a game. It's almost always Star Wars Battlefront, but I've been known to play some other games from time to time as the mood strikes me. I've been super into Overwatch lately, so I have been thinking about doing Overwatch from time to time, but I'm even worse at it than I am at Battlefront, so we'll see we'll see if that actually ends up happening. But basically, the games are just the window dressing. The point of the War Story is for me to talk about whatever just happens to strike my fancy that day. It'll be movie reviews, it'll be, I talk about TV shows, video games I've played, all sorts of things. Just depends on the day. And whenever I do channel updates like this one, that's where you'll find them. So War Stories are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I also do wrestling content fairly regularly. Usually it's just after events on the WWE Network, formerly known as pay-per-views. So those are twice a month. So I would say if there are like maybe 8 or 10 War Stories in the month, 2 or 3 will be WWE branded, and a lot of people enjoy that content on my channel, and some people don't. That's perfectly fine. So they get their own Raw is War Stories branding, just so if that's not something you're into, you know what you're in for. You can just avoid Raw is War Stories if you're not into wrestling. But you know, if you are, check it out. That is almost always joined by one of my frequent co-hosts, the Iceman, who is a big wrestling fan, the guy that got me into it in the first time, and he adds a lot. I think our back and forth is pretty good. It's nice to not have to do all the commentary by myself, which is pretty common. Most everything on the channel is me solo. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, we have my last, I guess, main series, and it's called Snacks. Snacks is a first impressions channel, or a let's try, if you will. And in Snacks, I check out a game. I usually do all the PlayStation Plus games of the month. That's my main source for it, just because they're free. It's an easy font for me. And lately, the Vita and games have been available for download for the PS4 too. So that provides 4 games for a month. But if I buy any brand new games, or sometimes it's just an old game that I just finally got around to checking out, it was on sale or whatever the case may be. So on Snacks, I'll play for 10 to 15 minutes and just, you know, was it worth my money? Was it worth my time? Or in the case of the PlayStation Plus games, is it a game I could see myself coming back to? It is really the big deciding factor. So Snacks on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So that basically rounds out the week, except for Sundays. On Sundays, I do a different series called Full House. Full House is always a co-op series, usually just with myself and Science Century, who is my wife, IRL. Occasionally, I'll be joined by some of the other channel contributors, be it the Iceman or my brother Holy Diver. That's definitely a series I would like to expand more as we move into 2017, because that's another reason why I wanted to do this update. Is it's 2017 now, and I want to just talk about, you know, the immediate and long-term future of the channel. So, as far as my main series go, the last 2 days, this episode's going out on a Tuesday. The last 2 days, Sunday and Monday, saw the beginning of two brand new series on the channel. My new full playthrough is Arkham City. I finished Arkham Asylum, and I just wanted to play Arkham games still. So we went straight into Arkham City. The first episode of that went out yesterday. On Sunday, Science Century and I started the next chapter of King's Quest. That was the second game we played through together was Chapter 1, so we're starting Chapter 2. You may or may not have noticed, if you've already checked out that episode, that there's an echoing issue. That will be on the first 2 episodes of that series, and it's something we're looking into. If I'm not able to find a solution that I'm really happy with, then I would say it's likely that we will do a different game. Because I just know for myself that I would not be happy watching that every single week. I find it to be really annoying from time to time, like listening to echoes on videos, and I don't really want that. So yeah, if we're not able to figure something out, then we will be done with King's Quest and play another game. But it really depends on. Man, I don't want to snipe. I need to stop doing partner start. It really depends on if I'm able to get it to work, and I will update. I guess while we're sort of on the subject, the best way to follow on with channel information is to follow me on Twitter at full incense, no underscores or spaces unlike the channel, which is full_incense. Just because, you know, I don't want to post an update video every other week. You know, I want to keep it exciting and interesting, and not just me talking about my own channel all the time. So if I have a shorter update, or like if a video is going to not be there for whatever reason, then that's the best way to find out about it. But anyway, I will keep you all posted about the status of whatever the Full House playthrough is going to be. I would say another possibility would be Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which is a game I really love, but I really need to get to the bottom of what's causing this echoing problem, because it's not anything I've encountered before, and I would hate. I don't actually own Marvel Ultimate Alliance on PS4 as of right now. All my recording is done through the console of the PS4, by the way, so that's it quite limits the games I'm able to do. But my point is that I don't want to spend the money on the game because my other game is echoing, and then it not work either. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. Hopefully we're able to work out a solution for King's Quest Chapter 2, though, because I feel like the series was off to a pretty good start. Or at least I did until I listened back and it was echoey. But that's definitely what I would want to do, especially since we already have it started. What else did I want to say? Okay, so another thing that's coming up in recent news, or in the not too distant future, I should say, is I'm going on a business trip for work. I still have I only have around 50 subscribers at the time of recording this, so I definitely am not the sort to be able to leave my job or whatever. But so I do have, you know, a 9-to-5 full-time job, and I'm going on a business trip. So I would say it's possible that in the next few weeks there might be a little bit of weirdness on the channel. I might do, on occasion, I'll do clips, just little funny or cool clips that I just happen to capture while I'm playing on my own time, or even sometimes during other episodes, just a moment I thought was cool. So those might take place. Like, what I pride myself on the channel is, except for a 3-day break I had to take when I had all sorts of crazy stuff going on personal life-wise, there's always something on the channel every single day. So all it might be is just one of these little 15-second clips from a game that I thought was funny. So no guarantees that I'll always stick to my schedule, but we'll have something every single day, as long as it's humanly possible. So I would like to just go ahead and have a pre-warning that this business trip is happening. I'm working very hard to bulk record stuff so that we don't miss any days while I'm gone, but I also want to spend time with my family and friends before I'm out of town for a week. So I don't necessarily want to spend all my time recording, you know. So yeah, I would say you know, please hang in there if we do have to resort to clips a few times. I try to at least do 2 a day in those cases, because I know that that's not, like, if you're looking for like a full episode of a Let's Play or whatever, and instead all you get is a 10-second clip of me killing somebody on Battlefront, like, that's pretty disappointing. So I try to do at least 2, but we'll see what ends up happening. I mean, right now I think I have about half the week covered, and I honestly will have a lot more time to record than I thought coming up soon. So we'll see. Hopefully all of this is just laughing in the dark, nothing to worry about, and it'll all be I'll be able to have the week covered easily. But I just wanted to cover my bases in that instance. The other thing I wanted to talk about in this episode is live streaming. I started streaming. I basically did it pretty heavily in the month of November. Let's say October and November. But then the holidays, stuff with work, stuff with family, everything got crazy, and I haven't streamed in over a month now. And it's something I desperately want to get back to. That was some of the best growth that my channel has had since its creation. And I have a lot of fun doing it. Right now I'm doing a streaming Let's Play of Resident Evil 4. I'm fairly far into it. I would say I'm over halfway through, so I definitely want to finish that, and then when I'm done with that, I would want to move on to another streaming Let's Play. It was going to be Arkham City, but I'm thinking about doing something else that, like, I don't know as well, just like something fun, or maybe just stream this or Overwatch, just kind of goofing around. So if you have any, of course, I meant to say this a long time ago, if you have any suggestions for the channel, or things you want to see, that's one thing I would really love to happen in 2017 is a lot more community involvement. So if you have ideas, or you have things that you think would be fun, or things that you're excited about or would want to see or think would be a good fit for the channel, by all means, please let me know. And that includes, you know, a streaming. If it's something you'd like to see me stream, I would love, you know, as much as possible to get into that. So that being said, the stream schedule was typically like Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. You like 2 a week out of those 3 opportunities, but we'll see how my schedule works out. Things are sort of liquid with my job right now, so we'll see how it ends up working out. What with like when I'm actually free or have the time to do it. But streaming, I would say, is definitely going to come back to the channel as soon as possible. I would say later on in January we'll hopefully be able to get back to it. So that's basically all I had to say. Thank you so much for all the support in 2016. 2017, I really want to be bigger and better than ever. I really want to look into options and opportunities for recording from other consoles than the PS4. I mean, I have Snorlax and Munchlax branding on everything on my channel. It's because Pokemon is my favorite series. I would love to have this be the year that I can get Pokemon content going. I have very high hopes for my channel. I've always treated it from day one like it was a lot bigger than it was, and I know that the growth is coming, and I'm happy for all the support and growth that I've had so far. So thank you as always to all my friends, family, fans, and contributors, and that'll about do it for me. I don't know about you guys.